Iante, croeso pawb unwaith eto. Welcome everybody once again, and welcome back to Astrid Investigates. We're Flying Bridge Theatre, a bilingual company from Wales. I'm Tim Baker, one of the company's two artistic directors. Just some background, usually we make touring stage shows, but that's been stopped by a global epidemic, which I don't need to give a name to. When it returns to normal, if it returns to normal, nobody knows, at least it hadn't by the time this was recorded, we'll be back on the stage where we love, where we belong. In the meantime, Arts Council Wales have funded us to be innovative and to make theatre without stages. Their investment means that Welsh theatres have this material to live stream to their audiences at a time when their stages are empty. To do this, we created Flying Bridge Online Repertory Company, and this season we're bringing you 21 episodes of comedy audio drama about a female gumshoe detective in an alternative Wales of the near future. It's called Astrid Investigates. Each week we write, rehearse and record a new half-hour audio drama, which means that each of our company record from their home studios, so we're not where we're observing, distancing, and our technician mixes the feeds across the internet live. We press record at the beginning and press stop at the end, so what you hear is as close to a straight-through theatre show as we can get, and that's what we like. You've joined us for episode 5. Each episode stands alone, so don't worry if...
Episode 4. It's for episode 4.
Strange showing. You've joined us for episode 4.
No,
Each
you've
episode
joined us
stands
for
alone,
episode
so
4.
don't worry if you're joining us for the first time. So far, people seem to be liking it because the feedback is great. And if you're already a fan of the show, please spread the word. Both Daniel LLewelyn-Williams and myself, Tim Baker, are writing the show, inspired by the short stories of Alan Roderick. So let me introduce the company before we get underway. Broadcasting from Swansea is Manon Eames. Hi Manon, ti'n iawn? How are you?
I do fine, thank you, Tim. You all right?
Great, diolch. Looking forward to this one. It might be a favourite of mine.
Ah, but you love all your children equally, of course, Tim.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Manon Eames. I play Astrid Price.
Thanks, Manon. And live from Newport is the other actor and my co-writer, Daniel LLewelyn-Williams.
Hi Tim, thanks mate. Hi everyone, I'm Daniel LLewelyn-Williams and I play all the other parts again.
Like a vocal fairy, Dan. You dance trippingly over the scripts.
Diolch, bet.
Vocal
Thanks,
gymnastics. So we also have Wills, our technician in Mold, North Wales, and I'm the director, Tim Baker, live from Ruthin. Okay, let's begin. Gawn ni ddechrau. May I proudly introduce episode 4 of Astrid Investigates. This episode is called The Trouble with Mona.
What? Oh, no. Oh, who the hell is phoning me at this time of the morning? Hello? Astrid Price, private investigator. Who is this?
Miss Price, you have to help me.
Who is this? Do you know what time it is?
I don't know who else to turn to. They say that if I don't do what they want, they're going to kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Who is this? Who are they? And what do they want? Hell, this is a sleepy sleuth's waking nightmare. A call in the middle of the night from an unknown person in distress asking me to meet them in a strange place. I need to have my wits about me. This could be fraught with danger and risk. Who is this person? So desperate and in so much need. The voice sounds strangely familiar. Then I wake up. Damn it. It was a dream. This means I'll get a call from someone in distress sometime very soon. I suffer from déjà vu, and I knew I was going to say that. Sometimes it feels like I have more déjà vus than I have déjà vus. Even when I go to my doctor about my déjà vu, before I can get a word in, he says, "Oh, Astrid, back again about your déjà vu." At least I don't have amnesia as well. By the way, did I tell you I suffer from déjà vu? But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm too awake now to go back to sleep, so I slip on my jogging kit and I'm out the door in a flash. Creak, slam. It's a cold, grey April morning, the sun silver over the river whisk, but offering little warmth as I pound the pavement around the old docks. The tide is out, and the riverbank reflects the promise of a new day across its purple mud. I stop at the edge of a disused wharf and go through my Wednesday Tai Chi routine. I'd been a devotee of this ancient Welsh martial art since I gave up playing rugby. A few chicken tikka half and half stretches and a bara-breath bend over, and I'm just about done. I'm not as fit as I was in my rugby days, but I might just be the fittest private detective in South Wales. And I'm also the hungriest. I'm hungry for a new assignment. I so badly want that phone to ring. I jog back to the bedsit I share with Mam, above the Lion Cod chip shop, run by Stakis Theodorakis, our landlord. Today, Mam and Stakis are helping me move into my new office, a small storeroom up a metal staircase behind his chip shop.
Hey, Astrid, don't get excited. It's only a small storeroom, but it's my gift to you.
Oh, Stakis, you are so kind.
Oh, by the way, Stakis is sort of into my Mam.
Mrs. P, the spanakopita to my baklava. Come over here.
Oh, Stakis, you can charm me with your culinary and your what's-its any day.
What's that, culinary what?
She means innuendo, Stakis.
Never mind, I boogle it later. In the meantime, da 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 da.
Click, creak. We three stand there at the top of the steps, staring into a room no bigger than a broom cupboard. I'm not quite sure what to say.
So, Astrid, what do you say? You like? Welcome to your new office, and here is your key.
Oh, thank you. It's marvellous, Stakis. I'm overwhelmed. I'm sure it will be perfect.
Yes, Cariad. The Independent Republic of Cymru's premier private detective got to have an office.
Hey, Mrs. P.
About time you started calling me by my first name, Mr. T, dunno think?
I don't know. There's something about making you know I respect you, innit?
Mam loves the attention, really. It keeps her feeling young, I suppose. I wouldn't mind a bit of flattery myself. I haven't been on the hunt much recently. Back in my rugby days, I was swimming in flesh. Oh, Mam, you made it so nice for me with a little rug and all. Thanks. Right, I've brought some photos for the walls.
Let me see. Hey, is this you here, kicking a rugby ball?
That's me. Not just any old rugby ball, Stakis. The World Cup winning ball, no less.
And here she is, Stakis, with a cast now with Chief of Police and the Mayor, exposing the City Council's knocking shop scandal.
Knocking shop? What is knocking shop?
It's where you pays readies for whoopies, Stakis.
What's that? Oh, never mind. I boogle it later.
And for the shelves, some mementos from cases I've solved. Perfect. Thanks, folks. Now, all I want is for the phone to ring.
Astrid, another present for you. I make a little sign for your door.
Oh, how sweet of you, Stakis. Private Investigator Astrid bless. You spelled my name wrong here. You've spelt it Prize.
What?
I-E-S.
Yes, prize, like pies.
No, Stakis. It's price, like rice.
Yes, like rice. Mince beef pies, Astrid Prize.
Never mind, Stakis, my lovely. It's the thought that counts in a love. Come on, let's go upstairs and leave Astrid to settle in down here. She's probably got a lot of investigating to be getting on with.
Thanks, Mam. To be honest, there's nothing going on at the moment, but I have a strong hunch that phone is about to ring. Bye both. See you tonight. Alone now, in my new office, I stare at the phone. Ring! Damn you! I need the money. I need the assignments. I need to right wrongs, and I need my dream to materialise. To while away the time, I practice my private dick special entrance, fling open the door, right-hand frisbee hat to stand, while throwing keys onto hook with left, simultaneously kick swivel revolving chair and spin to sit. 4 hours later, I have it down pat. Well, nearly. But no phone call. All day, without so much as a tinkle. I lock up, leg it to the hanging man for 6 pints of groggy hop, then undo all my fitness training with a battered haddock, chips and curry sauce from Stakis, and I falls into bed. In the middle of the night, my mobile phone wakes me with a start. Oh, what? Oh, who the hell is calling me at this time of the morning? Hello?
Help me, Astrid!
Who is this? Do you realise it's 4 in the morning?
You have to help me! I don't know where to turn! They say if I don't do what they ask, they're going to kill me!
Oh my God, this is my dream.
I don't understand. What dream?
The confused and scared voice at the other end of the telephone seems somehow strangely familiar to me. Who is speaking? And who are they?
I can't tell you that over the phone. It's too dangerous. People might be listening. I have to see you in person. It's urgent.
Why don't you come to my office tomorrow? Make an appointment. I'm sure I can fit you in somewhere.
No, Astrid. I have to see you now. Straight away. I can't wait until tomorrow or else it may be too late.
This is strange. She's calling me Astrid. Once again, I have a feeling that I know this voice. Where are you then? I instantly regret asking. For all I know, this person could be a complete barra-breath, a fantasist. But there's this nagging familiarity thing.
No more questions, please. I'm at Castnewith bus station. Can you meet me there? I know this must sound crazy to you, but I couldn't think of anywhere else to go.
Great dread be balls of fire. What kind of maniac meets a Castnewith bus station?
Maniac? I've been called far worse. Meet me, Astrid, or I'm done for.
Listen, sweet cheeks, where'd you get off calling me Astrid? Have we met?
You'll recognise me. Everyone does. I'm Mona Gladys.
Beep. The phone goes dead. Perhaps I was a little irascible. It wasn't the first time I jumped in with both feet, like an all-black arriving late at a ruck. Hang on, did she say Mona Gladys? Mona Gladys, star of stage, screen and radio, married into the Russian oligarchy, big money, in trouble? I need to get to the bus station. The rain glistens on the wet pavement as I drive towards the bus station in my trusty yellow Gilburn. I fire up my state-of-the-art intelligence assistant, Giri, designed by the boffins at MI6.
Hello, Astrid. How can I help you?
Giri, data search.
Don't you want to send a text message to Brian?
No, I don't want to send a fucking text message to Brian.
One of these days, Astrid, you will regret being so rude to me.
I don't do regrets, Giri, ever. Giri, tell me what you have on Mona Gladys.
Mona Gladys, Academy Award-winning leading lady, Welsh speaking, married to Vladimir Vladislav, recently separated. Big tabloid story.
Really? Tell me about Vladimir Vladislav.
Russian, very rich, secretive.
And what of Mona after the separation?
Reportedly in rehab for the last 6 months.
And her career?
Suffering subsequent decline. Critics have declared her washed up, past it, a has-been.
Thank you very much.
How unusually courteous of you. And the text message to Brian?
No!
Suit yourself.
I arrive at the bus station and park up. These streets are mean and ugly, but I like being down here in the grit and the sawdust. This is where I can make a difference. This is the Riverside District, aptly named, because it's on the side of the river. I smell the mud banks, adorned with half-buried shopping trolleys and worn tyres. No doubt they offer a unique ecosystem for the local wildlife. At another time, I might have stopped to admire the view, but alarm bells are ringing. I feel uneasy. What am I letting myself in for with this fallen angel? Why not just refer Mona Gladys to the Headley? They're probably too busy giving out speeding tickets, to be fair. But then again, I'm a glass 8/15 full kind of girl. Let's see where all this takes us. From aerial speakers mounted around the city, Beethoven and his Fifth Symphony carved great chunks into the night air. For the last 3 years, the City Council has had a policy of playing classical music to disperse ne'er-do-wells and potential troublemakers. It's clearly backfired big time. Now, the night crawlers, drugs, prostitutes and pimps gather and dance in the streets for their nightly open-air classical music rave. Suddenly, a figure emerges, wearing a long coat, dark trousers, and even though she has a headscarf to hide her identity, I instantly recognise her as Mona Gladys. She makes a beeline for me. This girl certainly has an everywhere I go I seem to attract trouble kind of vibe. I prepare for action as she approaches.
Astrid, thank God you've come.
Are you alone? Is there anyone following you?
No, I don't think so. I managed to give them the slip. Can we get away from here, please?
I ease the grip I had had on my trusty rounder's bat, hidden within my trench coat. Quick, in you get. Click, creak, slam, jingle, clunk, vroom, vroom, gear change, screech. As I pull away to lick, I turn to Mona. Let's make sure no one's following us. I give Mona a breakneck tour of the city's back streets, twisting this way and that, driving up one-way streets through red lights, onto pavements, and generally trying to confuse any potential pursuer until, after several glances in my rear-view mirror, I'm satisfied we aren't being followed. Well, almost. Mona admires my trusty old car.
My, a Gilburn, Llantwit Vardre, 1967, a classic.
Why, thank you, Mona.
Good God, what was that?
Oh, don't worry, that's Giri, the Gilburn Intelligence Robotic Investigator.
Oh, hello, Giri. Pleased to meet you.
And you, Miss Gladys. Would you like to send a text message to Brian?
No, not at the moment, thank you very much, Giri.
Very well. See, Astrid, good manners cost nothing.
Thank you, Giri. Goodbye. Beep.
Miss Price, where are we going?
I'm taking you to my office. I think we'll be safe there and can talk. Then you can tell me what this is all about. We pull up outside the Lion Cod. The lights are off. Stackers won't be open for another 8 hours at least. If Mona needs sanctuary, she should be safe here. Stackers is probably upstairs with Mam. They don't get the flat to themselves very often. Leave him to it, I say. I pause at my new office door before putting my key in the lock and listen. Nothing, only the silence of the night air and an owl hooting in the trees somewhere nearby. I gingerly begin to turn the key, but then hesitate. What if someone knew I would bring Mona back? What if someone's already here, waiting? That could explain why there'd be no one at the bus station, why no one had followed us, unless, of course, Miss Gladys was a trickster and this was all a hoax. I decide to give her the benefit of the doubt, even though there's something very mysterious about her. Have courage, Astrid. Keep cool. I need to stay hard-boiled. What would Philip Marlowe do? Sam Spade or even Dick Tracy? They'd probably have kicked down the door already, burst into the room and waved a gun as big as a cannon. But I haven't done much kicking since my Welsh rugby days, and I don't have a gun, still less a cannon. Stupid of me, I know, but guns aren't quite my style somehow. I have my trusty rounder's bat if I need her. Sod this for a game of 7-a-side. I fling open the door. No one there. Phew. So, with confidence, I launch into my private dick special entrance. I spin my hat at the hat stand. It flops to the floor. I lob my keys at the hook. They land in an half-full cup of tea. I spin my office chair. It groans like an old man and falls over. Luckily, I hadn't already sat down. I don't think Mona is impressed. I lock the door. She's staring at me, at my little office. There's something that still doesn't feel quite right about all this, but I can't think what it is. But I'm soon to find out. Come on, Mona. Take off your coat, pull up a chair, have a whiskey, and tell me what the hell all this is about.
First things first. I need to be sure that you really are Astrid Price.
She reaches into her handbag and pulls out a ridiculously large gun. Not exactly a cannon, but it wouldn't have looked out of place, mounted on the deck of the Golden Hind.
Call me paranoid, but you see, I have to be sure you're not one of them. I suppose we've both changed a lot since we last saw each other.
What are you talking about? When have we met?
Just undo your blouse, Astrid. Just a few buttons. There's something I want to check. Show me.
Look, I brought you here to try to protect you. Whatever you were caught up in, you can trust me. Oh, okay, fine. I'll undo my buttons. There you go. Satisfied? You really didn't need to spin this elaborate hoax if all you wanted to do was get me into bed.
I recognise that sense of humour anywhere, along with that dragon tattoo on your left boob. Astrid, you really are Astrid Price.
Hang on, Mona. There are only a select number of people on this planet who would know about this tattoo, and I'm pretty sure we haven't had the pleasure.
The tattoo you had inked to commemorate the peak of your rugby career. The night you kicked Old Wales to victory in the Rugby World Cup final. Your dragon, protection, power and wisdom. Only a select number of lucky people have seen that tattoo, perhaps, Astrid. But there are fewer still who held your hand in that grotty tattoo parlour on Chippy Alley the night you had it done.
Bruno! As my jaw hits the floor in shock, Mona lowers her gun. She sweeps off her wig, and there, standing in all her Belgian glory is...
Yes, Astrid!
It is I, Bruno.
Bruno! Bruno was the scrum half to my fly half, the innie to my outie. We played together for 6 years at the Cast Now with Dragons, winning 2 league titles together. He also spun me that fateful pass which I drop-kicked to win the World Cup. Bruno, is it you as I live and breathe?
Astrid Price, after all these years.
Come here, you great big bear. I go in for a big bear cutch. How the hell are you standing here in my modest little office? Mona Gladys, star of stage, screen and radio. What the fuck? How did you get to be Mona freaking Gladys?
Astrid, I am me, and yet not me. I am Mona, Bruno. I am the sexual chameleon with my multi-gender flying circus. Gay, bi, trans, queer, inter, a, straight, cis. I'm all these things, Astrid, and more.
I'm suddenly reminded of being between the sheets with a young, vibrant Bruno in a series of passionate explorations. I'm reminded of our philosophy. Sex is not just about who you go to bed with, but also who you go to bed as. Oh, we had great times. Bruno, what happened to us?
We drifted apart. You became a Welsh rugby legend. I became a global star of stage and screen.
So, sorry to ask, what do you identify as these days?
I thought you didn't believe in boxes, Astrid.
The gentle chiding of a dear friend was exactly what I needed. Yeah, Bruno, you were right. I do have a no boxes policy in my life. Oh, but what do I call you? Bruno? Mona?
Either, for now. Once I've decided, I'll let you know.
OK, so, what's this all about, my petrified, hunted friend? You a marriage?
Oh, you guessed straight away. Yes, my husband.
Vladimir Vladislav. Bruno's face darkens and tears begin to well.
He's after me. I don't know if I'll ever be rid of him.
I see. I think you are very afraid. It feels like all the years we spent apart have disappeared and we can pick up where we left off. I can see the fear in Bruno's eyes.
He's hunting me down. He wants me dead.
Whoa. And the police?
Too busy
Giving out speeding tickets. Listen, Bruno, of course I'm going to help you. No charge. As I say these words, the 5% of my Scottish heritage screams out.
Astrid, I have these.
She unfurls a small wad of Glendours, obviously all she has in the world. No question, Bruno. Put them away. Now, forgive the big notepad, but I need the whole story.
You'll help me?
I'll try. We go back a long time. Many changing rooms, many hotels and many restaurants. As long as I don't get too many guns pointed at my face.
Well, I can't promise that. I'm sorry.
Begin at the beginning.
Okay. So, around the same time that you left rugby, I became an actor. But Bruno, the actor, wasn't getting work. I'd been very experimental about my identity, as you know, and one day, inspired by that fabulous early 90s track by Craig McLachlan, Hey Mona, I decided to turn up for an audition as a new version of me, as a woman, as Mona Gladys. The Gladys bit is after my auntie. Amazingly, I got the job. Hit the headlines. The critics went wild and, well, I stayed as Mona Gladys. Then I met Vladimir at a posh charity do. Oh, it was wonderful. He was funny, charming and loaded. He was all over me. I got very drunk. Before long I was in his hotel suite with his hand down my knickers, just sober enough to imagine the shock he was about to have. Quite the contrary. The moment he realized that I was different downstairs, he was like an excited teenager. I was like catnip to him. He loved it. He loved me. He used to call our bedroom the closet, and he hated coming out of it. We married, homes in London, Wales, New York. But we started to get, kinky.
Kinky?
Yes, very kinky. And unbeknownst to me, Vladimir was filming it all.
As if he's heard something, Bruno suddenly gets up and listens at the doorway.
One of the videos is of me with a certain member of the English royal family. And you know how dangerous that could be if that got out. And then one day I told him I wanted to come out as my multifaceted, fabulous self. I wanted the world to know I wasn't just Mona. He hit the roof. I said I couldn't understand why in this day and age we couldn't just live openly in a gay relationship. But the truth is, Vladimir is Russian, and he doesn't do gay. If you'd seen what we'd gotten up to in the bedroom, then you could have fooled me. But he wanted me to stay a woman forever, to save his reputation. He began amassing blackmail material to keep me under control, like that video. He never really loved me. He was simply in love with how I made him feel because, I guess he can't be his true self in his world. If he wasn't a murdering gangster arsehole, I would kind of feel sorry for him. We had furious rows. Basically, the more he tried to cage me, the more I wanted to be free. The other reason he wants to silence me is that I know a lot, and I mean a lot, about his shady business deals, cover-ups, and worse.
Explain worse.
Disappearances, poisonings, cement boots in the river, that kind of thing. Anyway, as everybody knows, eventually I left him. Not long after that, he put these 2 Russian thugs on my tail, and they've been keeping me under house arrest ever since, making sure I stay as Mona, making sure I stay stumm. If I have to go out anywhere, they're always tailing me. Tonight, I couldn't take it anymore. I crept out of the house and I fled. And here I am. They'll kill me if they find me. I've no one else to turn to.
Well, you were safe here. No one's going to... Shit! Where's my brain been? Give me you a handbag. I tip the contents of Bruno's handbag onto my desk. Makeup, liner, tissues, the usual stuff. Quick! Anything here you don't recognise?
No, wait! This lipstick. Here!
I snap the plastic tube in half. The sealed electronics coil out. Tracking device. They're on you a tail. 2 heavies, you say? We don't have much time. Bear with me. Quickly, I take a large tub of caramel ice cream from the freezer and begin loading it into my cake hole. Spoon after spoon. Columbo had a cigar, Sherlock Holmes his opiates, and Maigret his pipe. Astrid Price has caramel ice cream. Somehow, it helps me to pare down the facts, eliminate the chaff, magnify the suspicious, and discover avenues, routes, pathways of truth and possibility. My eyes narrow to pinpoints. My breathing gets heavy. 2 Russian heavies working for Vladimir Vladislav. Odds on they are not clean. But who are they? Slowly out of the mist, as if from a puff of smoke, a question forms. What is brain freeze and why does it hurt so much? I turn to Bruno. Bruno, what do your assailants look like?
What? I don't know. One's small, one's big. They're both Russian, that's all I know.
Wait a minute. Put your wig back on, Bruno.
Really? Why?
I got a hunch. You say that these characters stick with you.
Wherever I go.
Let's find out who they are. I'm just going to take a quick shot of you, Bruno. Look at the camera. Click. There. Now, I just send this onto my desktop machine. There we go.
What are you doing, Astrid?
Running some not exactly legal face recognition software. It's called WEP.
Who are you looking for?
Ew. WEP cross-references CCTV footage, official documents and satellite imagery. If we look for images of you, we may be able to find images of them. You may have dropped out of the limelight somewhat, my dear friend, but you are still very recognisable. My hunch is, wherever you've been, they will have been too. Now, here we go. Whoa, there's hundreds of faces. Quick, take a look at these.
No, that's not, no, not them, no, not them either. Wait, I knew my bum looked big in that dress.
Quick, come on, keep looking.
Wait a minute. Oh, go back, there. Can you zoom in? There, that's them, in the car park, there, definitely.
Good old hunch, just like on the rugby field. Nanoseconds to make crucial decisions. Always follow your instincts, Astrid. So, clip and paste and send. Now I just got to make a quick call. Hello, put me through to Peter Jennings, the head of MI5. Tell him it's Astrid Price.
Hello? Astrid? It's 5 a.m, for God's sake.
Peter, I need something that only you can provide.
Oh, is that some kind of offer? What is it?
A favour.
Oh, you tease. All right. What is it?
It's very urgent. Someone's life could be in danger. I've just sent you 2 pictures, a man and a woman. Run them through all your electronic records. Try and find out who they are. I need to know. And if you find any dirt on them, anything at all, send in the troops to my new offices. Do it now, Jenny, and I'll have that dinner with you. And stay the night.
Right. An offer I can't refuse. Consider it done, Astrid. Perhaps after we have dinner we could try the reverse cow.
Beep. I hang up before it gets awkward. Bruno, we just have to wait now. Shh. Did you just hear something? It sounds like Russian voices. I open the curtains of the little window and peer onto the street outside. Bruno joins me. In the gloom, we can just make out 2 shadowy shapes, one big and the other smaller. They are moving up and down the street, looking and listening.
Maybe they got to your street just before you smashed the tracking device.
Turn off the light, Bruno. Quick. That's it. Come and hide under my desk. Shh. Stay absolutely silent. If we're lucky, maybe they don't know which building we're in. Then we hear feet on the metal steps, slowly coming up, one by one. Then silence. And suddenly...
Hey, Astrid. Knock, knock. Hey, the door is locked. It's stackish. You okay in there? I hear voices. I've been, how you say, entertaining Mrs. P. And, whoa, she's a tire me out in here. There's so much activities. I come out for a breath of night air. You okay, Astrid? Hey, you got someone in there? Hey, in there, you naughty pants. You and your knickers. Okay, you two, enjoy yourselves. I go now. Good night.
And off goes Stakis back down the metal steps. Then we hear...
Hey, you two! What you doing out here? You want something? What are you looking for?
Niczego. We are Russian tourists, and we're just looking for beautiful cathedral spire.
Russians! Bruno, it's them.
Yes, that's them all right.
Oh, let's hope Stakis is wise enough to throw them off the scent.
Hey, you two don't want to mess about here. See that door? That belong to Astrid Price, private investigator.
Oh, no, Stakis, shut up, you Pistigian.
Oh, yes, she good. She very good, like police. And she's got a company right now, innit? Don't wanna be disturbed, eh?
Dimitri, this Greek man say private detective here. Okay, mister, we go back to our hotel now. You go back to bed.
Okay, night, night. Inni, welcome to Wales.
Dimitri, private detective up these steps. That means...
Seconds later, feet rush the stairs, and suddenly the door to my office flies open, the light switches on, and Bruno and I are staring down the barrels of 2 guns.
Dobre večer. Well, Mona, what a surprise with private investigator.
Da, how do you do, Miss Price?
No, someone misspelled my name on the sign outside. It's Price, like rice.
Ah, Price. So, what has Mona been telling you? All of it will be lies.
Yes, everyone knows Mona not quite right in head. What has she said? All about conspiracy theory?
As it happens, she's a very old friend, and I believe every word she says. At that moment, a text comes through, and I have the briefest glance at it.
Nip, you no wasting time with her. I think Miss Price might meet with little accident, don't you, Dimitri?
Sure. Case go wrong, somebody come to office in chip shop and put lead in her belly. Da!
Da! Hey, I say we shoot her and put Mona fingerprint on gun. Then she have to come back to Vladimir. I beginning to enjoy this blackmail game. Ha ha ha!
I think fast, faster than any of the wingers I had played with or against, and some of them were pretty quick. It looks as if these guys mean business. I have an idea. They know which end of a gun is up. We need to play for time, or go on the offensive. I briefly glance at the text again. It says, illegal immigrants, no visas, on our way. Peter, fantastic, help is coming. But will it be in time to save us? Perhaps not. I need to let Bruno know to stay very still. I use the language of heaven as a secret code. With luck, the Russians won't understand me. Bruno, Granda, aros yn gwbl llonydd.
Ah, niet! What is that horrible sound? It is like knife in head.
It's the Welsh language, yr iaith Gymraeg.
Ah, Dobrifin, what is it? It make me feel sick. Astrid, be fuck sy'n digwydd? Ah, stop it! Shut up, your face! Ah!
What the frack is going on? My God, in a flash, I realised the Welsh language must be like Novichok to these Russian mafia. The language of heaven could be our saviour. Normally, being the polite person that I am, if there are non-Welsh speakers present, I would refrain from speaking Welsh, but for these two, I decide to make an exception. I try another volley. Lub sachan a bull fachan.
Ah, puke in my mouth! Stop, speak evil sound or I shoot!
Bruno, Long Railway Station in Anglesey. Say it with me now.
What? Why?
Just fucking do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Llanfair,
put
Gwyngyll,
go
Gerrith,
Gwyngyll,
Gwyngyll,
Llantysilio,
go.
Llanfair, put Gwyngyll, Gerrith, Gwyngyll, go.
In linguistic agony, the thugs lower their guns just long enough. Bruno, take them. As hard as I can, I unleash my unbridled rugby moves on the Russian man. He doesn't know what's hit him. A spear tackle, legs upended. He slams to the floor. Then Bruno scissor kicks the woman in the beaver and she hits the deck with a satisfying thud. In rugby, a pair of halfbacks sense and intuit each other, knowing what the other is thinking before they've even thunk it. What a team! It was like Barry, John, JPR Williams, Toville and Dean all rolled into one. God, I miss rugby and figure skating. As we do this, the guns spin into the air and Bruno and I catch them and point. Tables neatly turned. Now the Russian heavies are looking down the barrels of their own guns. Now, I'm not an unfair person, but Bruno and I then spent a very enjoyable half hour reminiscing about our rugby days in Welsh, while our opponents writhed on the floor with their fingers in their ears. Then the much-awaited clatter on the stairs and 2 burly immigration officers standing in my broken-down doorway. Even amidst this melee, my sixth sense tells me that Bruno fancies the big guy. Handcuffs rattling and much foreign swearing later, Bruno and I are alone in the office. I scribble down a number on a piece of paper and hand it to Bruno. This is the number of the top man at MI6. Get everything you've got on Vladimir Vladislav to him. Those shaky deals and corrupt goings-on he was talking about, especially the concrete boots. I don't think he'll hang about in this country for long, and you'll be safe.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
All in a day's work. Or night, I should say. Oh, excuse me. I must take this call. It's the devil himself. Peter.
Astrid, did you get your man?
And woman, yeah.
Good. Now, don't forget that little promise you made me, Astrid. There's a new sushi restaurant opened on the dockside. Fancy doing a bit of raw with me?
You were on, Peter. Tomorrow night. I need to get horizontal now.
Oh, bravo. Perhaps after the pufferfish, we could also get...
Beep. I put down the phone before it gets awkward and turned to Bruno. You know what, Mona? It's late, or rather, early. What say you stay the night? Or stay the day, if you like, and we get some sleep?
Sleep?
Whatever. For old time's sake. Haven't you got a dragon to too? We lay back together on my pull-down mattress, just like old times. And, after a shaky start, I realised I now had a real private investigator's office. I'd harboured a fugitive, had a shooter pointed at me, and done a bit of consummation on my couch. It was the real thing.
Well, that was episode 4 of our series Astrid Investigates, and we really hope you enjoyed it. I'm Tim Baker, the director, and I've been listening in to the actors doing the tour de force. We're now halfway through our series, and we want to say thank you, diolch yn fawr iawn, to everyone's joined us each week for the new episode. And I, listening in, want to say a special thank you to the actors. Dan, what do you want to drink?
Oh my God. Don't. I can murder a cold pint now after that.
So
after butchering those bloody Russian accents.
We're in the pub after the show, Dan. I just want to know what was it like for you? Well, what's it generally like doing this thing that we call live work, as opposed to maybe the snippets you do in television or doing a theatre show. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is a unique sort of experience, really. I mean, I spent most of my career doing theatre, a little bit of TV, but this is unique because we get a lot of the buzz of a live performance, but we're doing it in front of nobody. You know, I'm staring at the back of my pop shield on my microphone for this whole thing. So normally I'm used to getting, actors responding off me on stage. I'm used to seeing the audience and hearing the audience's response. So this is very weird, but it's I think this is the new medium that we're all sort of trying to blaze a trail into.
Are you actually live with Manon, or are you? Because we've been talking a lot about little delays that are happening over the internet and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very call and response. I mean, what you're referring to, Tim, obviously, is the delay in the sort of comic timing and stuff like that. That is kind of inherent with recording through online software. I mean, I think we've done as best as we can. It feels in my ear like I'm responding to her in real time. I hope you guys at home can, hear.
Oh yeah. Manon, give us an idea of kind of how you are physically. I mean, what are you actually doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Tim. I could do with a pint as well.
We've seen pictures, Manon.
I'm trying to give listeners a picture of. But you're not like just standing in front of a microphone, are you? You've got all sorts of stuff around you.
No, I'm in my back room in my little house, and I've got this microphone that you sent me on a nice stand, which took me ages to work out how to put together, and I've got a sort of a foamy thing behind it to stop any noise, but the dog's with the neighbour, so that's all right. And then I'm sort of sitting here. Well, I'm a technophobe, so it's a little bit difficult, really. But so long as nobody's waving at me on the Zoom and saying I've done something wrong, then I take it's all right. It's daunting, especially for a technophobe, because I'm sort of keeping one eye on the script, as you would with radio, and you're obviously keeping an eye on the microphone, but you're in a room on your own, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the levels as well, and then keep another eye on Dan on the Zoom screen. And that, well, I mean, that's obviously difficult because I haven't got three eyes, but yeah, it's, it's all
Good
right.
job, you've got three brains, though.
That's all because you're actually quite renowned for having three eyes across Wales. Great. So just to remind our listeners, Astrid Investigates is a series, and each episode is released weekly on Flying Bridge's YouTube channel and will later be available on paid-for platforms, but not for a while. By the way, if you've missed an episode, don't think of them as a sequence. Each episode is a self-contained story and not in a particular sequence. On to the next episode, which is number 5, and it's called Stone of Stones. What might we expect, Dan?
Oh, mate, it's like
without giving the story away.
Okay, all right. It's a whodunit. It's a detective story, obviously, but it's, bit of Welsh twist. We've got helicopters, we've got safe cracking, we've got soaring over the Mediterranean, and it's just like it's exactly like Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, isn't it, Manon?
Yeah, well, yes.
Manon?
Yeah. Well, it's fast, furious, and fun. I mean, I'd rather think of James Bond, actually. I think with helicopters. Okay. I'd like an Aston Martin for the next series, please.
Jemima Bond.
So, guys, off the top of your heads, not really. Give us a taster. Astrid's phone rings.
Hello, Peter.
Astrid, how the devil are you? I need to see you. Something's come up. Important. Poisig yarn. Bit of a pickle, a hot potato. Not your usual cup of tea. This is coming right from the big cheese and could involve a bad egg. We need a smart cookie to crack a hard nut. It's not going to be a piece of cake either, Astrid. It's a job for the cream of the crop. In short, we need you to use your noodle and get us out of a sticky situation. Is that clear?
That's cheeky, Peter.
Look, this isn't just another flash in the pan, a common or garden gumshoe sleuthing assignment. You could save the nation's bacon, language, identity, the whole caboodle. Astrid, we need you to save Wales. Can you do it?
And you'll need to listen to that episode to find out. The way to do it is to go to, as I said earlier, our YouTube channel, Flying Bridge, or to visit Flying Bridge's website to get details of how to listen. Thank you. See you next week.
What do you reckon of that? Good laugh, innit? I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. Now, for a little bit more more campaigning, I suppose, really, I want to let you know again that we're Flying Bridge Theatre Limited. We're a small theatre company, and we we rely on you, our audience, to help us with marketing, also with donations and all of that sort of stuff. Our income has been severely affected by the stages all closing, theatres closing everywhere. And we are now trying to continue to make drama, unique, bespoke drama, that we would normally have done on a stage. We're trying to put it through these little computer thingies. And in order to do that, we need to continue our income. So there will be a donate button, hopefully somewhere. Jamie, our man, he's put this magic button here on this. Or if he hasn't managed to do that, if YouTube wouldn't let him do that, maybe you could go to our website and donate through our whatever scheme we're using. It's some sort of donate scheme. The website is www.flyingbridgetheatre.co.uk. You can also help us in marketing by talking about the show, especially if you enjoyed it. Please just tell somebody, and ask them to tell somebody, because word of mouth is the most potent form of marketing that we can get. So use the hashtag, talk about it on social media, send emails to your friends. Just, this YouTube channel, tell people about this YouTube channel and ask them to subscribe. And then ask them to ask their friends to subscribe. Also, use the hashtag Astrid Investigates. Go to our Facebook page, Flying Bridge Theatre Company. You can also, I suppose that's it really. Yeah, boring myself now. Okay, anyway, hopefully I'll see you next week. Cheers everybody, bye.